I'm Professor Raymond Buck. I'm the owner of Trebco Computer Systems. There's my family. That was my first wife. This is my current wife. I'm the inventor of the tablet computer. That's me and Professor Raymond Buck, inventor of the tablet computer. I have a mechanical engineering degree from the Illinois Institute of Technology and an MBA from Capital University in Columbus, Ohio. These are some of my lecture notes of how I invented the tablet computer. Shows various sections of the software. That's my elementary school program that I did like in the early 70s. This is the first program. And what I did was I came up with the first program starting in 1967. In those programs, I put the menu systems together. These are thermodynamic components for a power plant. I started doing that in high school and college. Those are my graphics. Once again, I'm Professor Raymond Buck, the inventor of the tablet computer and the touchscreen interface that you see on everybody's cell phone. I'm the inventor of the icon interface that you see in tablets and on every single cell phone. I came up with the touchscreen interface that everybody's using. I don't care what company it is, they're using my system and they haven't paid. So Apple, Steve Jobs, stole my copyright. And when he stole my copyright, everybody started copying him. As my current wife on the left and my late wife that was on the right, that's me in high school. That's me working really hard coming up with the tablet computer. That's me making phone calls. That was my first wife to myself. And she's my late wife. And we call her Mrs. Trebco. She's my best friend. My first wife. I miss her so much. This is the Trebco MPI, my personal internet, so I want Microsoft to stop using the word MPI and others. I have it trademarked. This is some of the first menu systems. I started working on this in 1967, April 1967, and I finished in April of 2016. These are some of the Dynacons menus, so Dynacons is the dynamic icons. As Professor Raymond Buck, that's when I was exclusively just programming. I hated every minute of it. Once again, those are the icons, Dynacons. The window inside a window, inside a window, inside a window, inside a window interface. This is the copyright I got from the United States copyright number, and of course this is Trebco PI, the personal internet, which is the top program I came up with, and the number one program is obviously the Trebco personal internet with the Trebco Codarian Matrix. This is the Trebco Christian Internet. It was a software package I was working on. And then, of course, the Trebco My Personal Internet, the MPI, seems to be the one that everybody likes, but it's not the number one package. It's actually a number two package. Number one is the PI. And, of course, you can have, this is the conversion factor package. And this right here is, on the bottom you see the Trebco Information Center, and at the top you saw the Trebco Analysis System. This is the Trebco Codarian Matrix, and of course, once again, that's the Trebco Analysis System and Trebco Information Center. Two wonderful people. That's me on the left when I was in high school, a sophomore. This is Amazon. Jeff Bezos, they stole my copyright. They started using the Amazon Kindle, and they were using my copyright, and this is the Kindle Fire, and that's using my Trebco Computer Systems copyright. And of course, Apple, first Steve Jobs, he died, then Tim Cook took over, and they both stole my copyright. This guy right here, all of them, left me with $8 to live. This guy's the Samsung guy. He's, what's his name? Samsung chairman. There he is. Lee Kun-hee, the Samsung chairman. This is the Alibaba chairman. This is the mastermind. There he is. Jack Ma, M.A. This guy's the guy at Alibaba where they were making their own tablets and smartphones that was based on my technology, and he made a fortune. Smart guy, made a fortune, and left my family under a tree, under a table. And I did the work, and these guys started manufacturing products, going to Best Buy and all these places. This guy's a Huawei, and I call it Xiaomi, but it's Huawei, and he's the CEO, and they stole my copyright. Now what's amazing is these guys, this guy, Lee Jun, is on my Huawei chairman. These people, and along with his compatriots, they stole my copyright. They stole my copyright. These guys have only been in business for 6 years, and it didn't take long for these guys to start stealing. And they stole my copyright. Now I want to be paid. This lady's son now, they stole our copyright, left us to die, and you're over there laughing, laughing at us. Here she is. What's her name? There she is. Sun Yufeng, Huawei, the chairman of the board. Sun Yufeng. She's the one. And this guy, he's at Huawei, and he's trying to pretend like he's a deputy. If you think this guy is the deputy at Huawei, this guy's not the deputy. This guy is the guy that's in charge. He's hiding as a deputy. I'm not stupid. This guy is the one that's in charge. Of course, here's a comparison between the Trebco, my personal internet, Trebco personal internet, and the iPhone. We did it. $2,500 in our budget. 1998. This is what Steve Jobs had in 1995. These guys didn't even have a touchscreen interface. That's the iPhone. That's part of our system. And here's the iPhone, the one that they started all of a sudden. They didn't have a system in 2005, and all of a sudden they started. Here's your iPhone. Once again, started stealing my copyright. Steve Jobs and Apple. There's the iPhone came out in 2007, June 29, 2007. And there's your iPad. And of course, the iPad is 100% copied off of my design. I'm Professor Raymond Buck, and I want Apple to stop using my copyright.